Hey everybody, Economic Ninja here. I hope you're doing great. Got a great story out of CNBC, and there's so much to unwrap in this, and I want to give a little backstory. The title of the story is COVID's Legacy of Weirdness. Layoffs spread, but some employers can't hire fast enough. Now, a lot of people would just be headline readers, and they would say, oh, well, that's good. Yeah, there's layoffs, but there's also a lot of people hiring, and we do know that it is very hard in certain sectors to find good qualified employees, or even, honestly, just people to show up. I know that sounds crazy, but in the construction industry here in California, it is super hard to find people to even show up consistently to work. And this story is going to talk about certain sectors, and I want to explain that behind the scenes, you're seeing that actually things are really bad and we're crashing, but the headlines want to make it all cheery because they want you not panicking. They don't want you running to your banks, pulling money out of the bank, saving money. They do not want you saving money right now. That I want to make this very clear. They want you spending money, keeping the velocity up while insiders sell their stock, while insiders are selling, or people in the know are selling their massive plots of real estate. They're leaving certain states, they're moving to other states. They're trying to position themselves the best because we are literally in an economic collapse right now, but it doesn't happen overnight. It takes time. It's like a slow moving train wreck until literally the tanker truck is getting rolled over and pushed by the train, and then it bursts open and then the fireball happens. Well, in economics, the fireball is the day that it's all over the mainstream media. The stock market's crashing, everything's bad, everything's selling off, and they go, yep, that's it. Who would have seen this coming? Well, people like you see it coming, and that's why we're here. So, okay, let's dive into this story. Again, COVID's legacy of weirdness, layoffs spread, but some employers can't hire fast enough. It says job cuts are rising at some of the biggest U.S. companies, but others are still scrambling to hire workers. The result of wild swings in consumer priorities since the COVID pandemic began 3 years ago. Yeah, let me stop right there and tell you, the wild swing in consumers' priorities. Yeah, it's called eating, putting gas in your tank, and actually finding a place to live. Those are the priorities right now. That's where people are freaking out because things are getting expensive. And the Federal Reserve and the government, which are two totally separate entities, are completely lying to you. So that is, just so you know, old Jerome Powell and President, what's his name? Biden? Biden. There you go. That's where the priorities are. Actual real stuff, not the crap we can't afford or we don't want, the stuff that we need to live. That's where the priorities are, okay? I hate this little twisting of words because that's what the mainstream media does. They just twist words to make you feel all rosy. But I'm going to be honest with you, it's not rosy. But it is rosy if you're ready for it and you're ready to be prepared and not scared and go crush it. That's what we're all going to do. Tech giants Meta, Amazon, and Microsoft, along with companies ranging from Disney to Zoom, have announced job cuts over the past few weeks. In total, U.S.-based employers cut nearly 103,000 jobs in January. That is not true. The number is a lot larger than that. I've already reported on that. The most since September of 2020, according to a report released earlier this month from outplacement firm Challenger. Meanwhile, employers added 517,000 jobs. That's great news, guys. There's nothing wrong with the economy, which is ironic because the Fed's going, crap, that means we have to raise rates even more. This crash is going to be epic. But it says right here, they added 517,000 jobs last month, nearly 3 times the number analysts expected. This points to a labor market that's still tight, particularly in service sectors that were hit harder earlier in the pandemic, such as restaurants and hotels. Let me stop right there and explain something very easy. The well-paying jobs, Microsoft, Amazon, all those companies, the ones that pay a lot more than minimum wage or a couple dollars above them, they're laying people off, okay? Like it was told in Google, when Google just laid off a ton of people, there were a lot of people in there that were 7-figure earners, $1 million a year. Gone. Now, we're having a hard time hiring people for fast food workers. You want to know why? Because people can't live on fast food wages. The price of eggs, milk, gasoline, rent, vehicles is skyrocketing. Thank you so much, Jerome Powell. Thank you so much to the current administration. Thank you so much. And guess what? It's going to get worse. I want you guys ready for this. That's the truth. If the mainstream media would just come out and tell you the truth, it would be crazy. People would listen to them. But alas, they don't. They want to shove some sunshine where there's no sunshine and make you feel rosy and happy. All right. Now, I want you to feel super pumped and excited because you see the writing on the wall. And if you do, please throw out a thumbs up because that gets this information out to more people. Because the only way we can go and crush it and take back what was stolen from us literally decades or centuries ago through debt and death is to be ready and to charge them out and take it back the second all the asset classes drop. That's what you want to be ready for. Now, it says right here, some analysts and economists warn that weakness in some sectors strains on household budgets. A drawdown on savings and high interest rates could further fan out job weaknesses in other sectors, especially if wages don't keep up pace with inflation. Man, I'm so glad you guys went to college for that. Tell the truth. It's super simple to figure out. As interest rates climb, borrowing costs go higher, which means if you aren't wealthy, it puts more of a strain on your household. That is why right now it is so vitally important that you get out of debt as much as you can. You keep your credit score whole. You cut all the crap and garbage out of your life. This isn't financial advice. This is life advice. You want to be successful? Don't be in debt. Use debt when it's time to leverage someone else's money to make a lot of money, but you have to do that in the right entities. This is so very vital. Diversify right now your income streams. I know there's a lot of people out there that say, hey, no, my job's secure. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm a firefighter. I've been a firefighter for 23 years. I watched firefighter layoffs. I watched them in the year 2000, 2001, and I watched them in 2008 to 2010. Widespread. Even when you think your job is not safe, it is not always safe. So even if you think your job is so safe, why aren't you working on a 6 day a week and crushing it on a side hustle? Why don't you start a business? Why don't you diversify your income somehow, whether it be real estate, and you guys know my take on real estate right now. And if you don't, go check out the Real Estate Ninja. Sorry, shameless plug. My point being is that if you're not ready, you are going to miss out on what I believe is the greatest multi-generational event when it comes to gaining wealth in history. And you don't do that when everything's rosy and things are going up. You only make a little money. It happens when things are crashing and people are running out of the building because it's on fire and you're literally fire sale. I got this. I'll buy that house. I'll buy those cars. I'll start that side hustle. I'll buy up your whole inventory. I'll buy. You're going to close your store down? I'll buy all the inventory. Bring it over here. I've got the money and the patience and the know-how to market it and wait. And trust me, I've done this 2 times before. That's why I started the side hustle course. Take advantage when everybody else is freaking out. And it's not taking advantage. Here, I'm trying to warn millions of people. Nobody wants to listen to you. Nobody cares. So you know what's going to be great? When you can buy up all their stuff. That's it. Hashtag, we're going to buy all your stuff. That's how it is. We're going to warn. We're going to try and help as many people as we can and get them ready. But I'm ready for 1 million people worldwide to be out of debt and get ready to crush it in this cycle. And it's going to take some time. It's like a slow-moving train wreck. But trust me, when that train finally pushes that tanker over, as it just slowly pushes it, and then it bursts open into a fireball, that's when you guys are going to be ready to rock and roll. All right, guys, that being said, I thank you so much for watching. The Economic Ninja is out.